Hi, hi, welcome again. Nice to see the Vigils and official NPC and Fergus, whoever that guy is, in the chat. Welcome to Curse of Strahd, episode 1. We're very excited, and there's a little bit of session 0 stuff that we're going to go through. But first, we'd just like to thank everyone for watching the last time 2 weeks ago. And we got some YouTube videos out, which was a brand new experience, lots of editing. Stormy has been a wonderful guide and commiserated with how difficult the editing and promotion process is. But thank you very much for joining us. We are going to be going for a few hours, and I would like to hand over to our amazing and capable DM, Jacob.
One of the things that we're going to do in order to ground everyone on the shared vision of where these characters are is give a couple beats of long, medium, and recent histories and something about the settings and the lore. So where these characters are going to be starting off is in this region of the world known as Bahelm. This place came about when there was an event known as the Starfall. Stars fell from the night sky and landed in the horizon, and there was a mass migration of people that came from all parts of the world and pursued the discovery of what was at the end of these starfalls. And they found a vast, wild and beautiful land that was full of amazing abundant resources and some exotic and magically enhanced ones. And then they had a period of boom after first getting rid of a bit of a pesky nomadic issue, which the land was inhabited by giants. You then fast forward, and the realm has been established into 4 kingdoms, and among those are these things called chambers, and they are large teleportation circles. There's 7 across the kingdom, and they allow people to quickly get around, navigating the need to travel the beautiful highways that are built, these giant white stone structures that actually go high above the ground, allowing carriages and people to travel fast. But then there are still very, very wild parts to this world, and we are going to be looking at a particular region in the center of it, where in still a period that would seem old by our own measure, but to some of the longer living beings that inhabit this place, maybe not so long that is forgotten, there was a event that happened where a series of fire giants re-emerged for whatever reason and had a migration through, which caused, for different parts of the different regions, some form of devastation. And we have gone past that, and that is now within the recent memory of the people of the land. Is there any questions of any of that you guys have that you would like me to clarify more on, that you feel like is important to cover off at this stage?
No, I'm happy with what we got.
Wicked. Okay. And we are now then going to get into some of the fun stuff and looking at some of our rule variants. So we're going to try and minimize as much of the rule variants as possible, just down to 1. And that is going to be this idea of rolling with effort. So anytime you are really good at doing something, we want that to be rewarded. So the idea is that we have these increments of 5, meaning that for every increment of 5 that you either meet or beat an AC, you get a benefit of it. You get the reward of that effort. What it means is you essentially get a damage die that you would deal to be rolled with advantage. So if we're going to use a bit of an example, and let's say either of your characters has a bow, and for whatever reason they're very, very good at shooting with their bow, they are going to try and shoot a goblin that's running past. That goblin has an AC of 12. They roll, their total to hit number becomes 23. That's 2 lots of increments of 5. So if they rolled a 17, because they are now meeting the AC of 12 by 5 or more, they get 1 roll with effort.
Yeah.
Because they then get 2 going to 23, they get an additional damage die and you drop. So in that increment of 2, if they were rolling a d8 for damage, they would roll 3d8 and then take away the bottom 2. Now, do you guys have d8 handy?
I do.
Yes.
So it's like super advantage or advantage on damage.
It's
If
a
you
damage
roll really
advantage.
well to hit.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it's to just try and reward the fact, and there is nothing worse, and I've seen it with players and in my own experience, where you have someone, and even if it's a villain, like it's the end of a campaign villain, and they get plus 19 to hit, and they roll, and you're like, okay, cool. Does a 42 hit? And you're like, yeah. And then they roll, and it's like, that's 4 damage. It's trying to reward it so that if you get good at something, you get some other knock-on effect of it.
Splendid. Okay.
So if you were to roll a d8 for damage with 2 increments of effort, can you roll those 3d8 and tell us the numbers that appear?
Sure.
I have 2 5s and a 3.
And
Wicked.
I have a 3, a 2, and a 4.
Okay. So
Still lousy.
for
True to form.
Chris, it's really straightforward. You would take away the 2 and the 3, and you would keep the higher ones. You drop the lower 2. And for Fergus, because you result in a tie, it's one or the other. You just keep and you get rid of one of the other ones.
Really?
So that's how that works. The next part that we're going to get onto is classes. Are you decided in what classes you guys are going to play?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Fergus.
Absolutely have. I have.
Would you like to tell me which classes you guys are going to be playing?
This is a hot point of discussion because I've almost got told off for it, but I'm playing a rogue.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm positive.
Okay.
I'm playing a rogue.
It is now locked in.
Locked in. I'm going to write it down on my character sheet right now.
And I am playing a ranger.
Wicked. And we're going to be starting off at level 3. So when we go through and do other parts of this, just note that when we're creating these character sheets, we're going to be going straight up to that level. What that means for your hit dice is, and as we've talked about, if you have a heroic inspiration, you're going to be able to use those if you wish for a reroll on hit die. So for each one above your first level, so your second and third level, you're going to be able to roll 2 and take the higher one.
Magic.
Does that mean that if we are leveling up in the middle of the day without a heroic inspiration, it's less rewarding than if we leveled up at the end of the day or at a new day and woke up with a heroic inspiration?
Well, you would need one if it was end of the day. You would need one before any situation.
Gotcha.
Because if you're doing it overnight, you will level up in a situation where you don't get that until after you've completed a rest.
Just making sure for that clarification. Gotcha.
The other thing that I wanted to just cover off with people on the stream is we're going to be doing a little bit of a variation for stats. Now, the reason is this is going to be 2 characters going through Curse of Strahd, and there is the risk that you guys could just have issues with balance, and I don't really want to tweak too much with the material as written. And to help balance out the duo, where you would usually have a full party, we're going to be doing stat arrays where we're going to get 4 numbers rolled from doing 4d6, dropping the lowest 1. And then we're going to get 2 numbers by rolling 5d6 and dropping the lowest 2. So if we can start with the 4 lots of 46 dropping 1, and if you can just tell me those 4 stats that you, or the numbers that you get from that.
Yes, I need another D6. I'm just going to exit stage. Right.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to open a notepad
And
on my computer so I can write them down.
Okay, so 4d6 to start with.
Yeah.
And 4 of them.
Yes, we need, well, 46 drop 1.
Drop
So
one.
you're just taking the top 3 numbers for each of them.
Yikes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 8.
I got a 14.
Oh. This is always the most nervous part where you can have this
12.
idea for this like
a
super
10.
capable. Got a 10.
I got a 12.
Cool.
Is that a 12?
13.
Wicked. Looking good so far.
Okay. And a 13.
Wicked.
14. Oh,
Okay,
that
perfect.
got way better after the 8. Good grief.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
We're almost matching here.
Okay. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the next 2 numbers.
And these are
Okay.
the big ones, 5.
Well, they're not necessarily. You could all roll
yes,
ones.
so I did a test roll for this on Foundry yesterday and got a 7.
Yeah.
It's
So
possible.
there is a massive capacity that this is still going to not guarantee a high number, and we'll review it. But if we need to re-roll that pair of numbers, we might lock in at least these 2 arrays of
This is where we have
the
some
4.
fluidity. I like it.
Yes.
Okay. Also, welcome to Larry Winks and Sir Clownfield, who are
I spotted Rickson Slade in the chat as well. I think that's someone we all know. Good to see you, Rickson.
Woo!
Love having you around.
There's
Thank
a
you
guy
for coming.
there's a guy that rolls big when he needs to. Right. Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna stop jingling my dice right in front of the mic. Are we good to go?
Yeah, man. Give
Right.
me your numbers.
Oh, that's a goodie. 18.
Perfect.
10, 12.
Okay.
Oh, heartbreaking, man.
Rough.
Okay.
And the averagest of average Joes.
Are you ready? Last one.
Right.
What do you got, Chris?
15.
16.
Okay. Cool. Bum, 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 bum.
8, 12, 13. 8, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15.
14, 10, 12, 13, 18, 16.
Okay. Chris, I want you to give me another 2. I'm going to give you 2 options. The first option has no cost associated with it whatsoever. The first one is you can just re-roll and 2 more ones of that where you're going to do the 5d6 and drop 2.
Okay.
Or the other option is you get to do 2 numbers and you get to, of the 5d6 for the 2 numbers, you get to guarantee 1 to be a 6 and 1 to be a 4.
But it's only for these 2 5 dice numbers, right? My 12 and my 15.
There's going to
no
be a
getting
cost
away from
to
that.
it. And it is going to be a mystery cost that I am going to be like, okay, cool. And now is the cost.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking that.
Dude, you have to.
Definitely.
Are you crazy?
Definitely.
Can
Right.
I offer up 2 of my 12 to give him a 10 rather than an 8?
That's very generous. Shall I roll first and see if I can actually get...
Yeah,
above
roll.
15?
Okay.
I like an 8. An 8
8 is
is
good. An 8 is great. I do like
because
an 8.
you've still got your racial, background in 2024. You've still got stats to move it, right? Like, and it's
Also,
whether
not-
you.
I'm not
You
at
could
all
bump the
fussed
8.
by low numbers in the slightest,
Yeah,
as
man.
you both know. Okay, so I'm going to take your deal, which means that I'm rolling 5 still, but 1 is a 6.
Yep.
And 1
So
is...
yeah, roll. So you have 2 dice out of that. Now you can choose to use those 2 on the first one, and then you just roll 3d6. So you go, okay, I'm instantly getting a 6 and a 4.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to keep the 15, so I'm only going to re-roll the 12.
Oh no, you have to give up both
Oh,
numbers.
I have to give up
to
both
do
numbers
this.
so that
Yeah.
I can... Okay, all right.
So you can go, I'm going to re-roll, but I know out of the 10 dice that I'm rolling, the 2 lots, I can choose to make one a 6 and one a 4. Now you can stack it so that you're going to get one guaranteed
4
good
in
number
one
by
roll.
going,
Can I?
because you're already
can I-
starting with 10
Do I have to
Can I
decide
ask? Does
before
he?
I roll?
Yeah. Does this before or after he rolls it?
before.
Ooh.
All right.
I think you do one roll 6 and one roll 4.
I was just gonna spam them both into one.
Do it. Send it,
all right,
man.
no, that's good guidance. That's good advice. Okay, so I'll take a 6 on my second roll, and I'll take
Yes.
the 4 on my first roll.
Okay, so now
I'm
you're just
rolling 4 dice and getting rid of the lowest 2.
One.
Still.
yeah, knowing
Ah,
that
sorry,
one is
yes.
guaranteed a 4.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. 5, 4, 1, and 2. So I get rid of the 1 and 2, and it's 5,
Yep.
4, and 4. 5,
Wicked.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right.
Okay.
So the first one has increased by 1. That's good. Okay, here we go. So one of these is a 6. It's not great. 6, 4, and 3. So 13. So that
You've
wasn't
lost.
worth it.
You've
That
actually
totally
lost
wasn't worth
a
it.
point.
That's fine though. That's just how it goes.
So what? So you got a 6, a 4.
And a 3.
Oh, what
no,
were the other two
no,
numbers?
Sorry, I got a 6, a 6, and a 4.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you got a 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
will
I
you
was
get
just
two
like-
ones as the other numbers?
Like, how low were the other numbers?
That is a low roll.
As a well-known horrible dice roller, and there's
Mm.
quite a few people in chat that know this to be true.
Yeah.
So I'm
Chris's
alright with that.
specialty is just completely fumbling every important roll
Yeah.
every single time, except when it's really not important, and then he crits.
Yeah. Yeah. When it's like a performance check to convince
Yeah, when
somebody
he's
who's
yeah.
already convinced of something.
Yep.
Then it's important. So you have, Fergus, your numbers is 14, 10, 12, 13, 18, 16.
That's the one.
Well played. Chris, fantastic. 8, 12, 13, 14, 13, 16.
Yeah.
Still really good array. Do you know what you want also for your backgrounds?
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
I am an
Do you want to, share your background?
acolyte.
for it.
An acolyte.
Wicked.
Yeah.
I am playing a scribe.
Awesome. So can you please combine the modifiers that you will get from your backgrounds with your stat arrays, and if you can please share how you've allocated them.
Yes. 16 in dex. 14 in strength. 13 in
Ooh.
wisdom. You disagreeing with?
Sorry, I'm thinking about myself now.
All
because
right,
there's
okay.
Two ways I can go about this.
13 in wisdom, 13 in constitution, 12 in charisma, and 8 in intelligence. Or maybe I'll swap those over. Oh no, I'll keep it like that. That was what I had.
That's cool. And what is your modifiers go on based on your background?
So the way that works out is, in strength, I get a +2, taking me to 16.
Cool.
Dex, I get a +3. Constitution, I get a +1. Wisdom, I get +3. Intelligence, I get -1. And charisma, I get +1.
Would you consider putting your 14 in Conan rather than strength?
14, 13.
It's 1 extra HP a level.
Yeah, so you get the
Okay.
modifiers on evens.
Yeah, and
Right.
you're
of
not
course.
going to use strength as much as you'll use dex or con.
Cool. Okay.
I think that would be my judgment. Your character.
For people
I
watching,
am the resident.
for people
yeah.
watching after 2 years of playing D&D together, Ferg generally makes a lot of these decisions for me. So don't be alarmed that there seems to be a bit of backseat player charactering. Going on.
If he did that, I wouldn't care. I just care about Chris and his character.
There is some selfish elements to it as well, because the more robust my character is, the less likely his character is to
Hey, no, my character's apparently shining.
suffer a horrible demise.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing.
Cool.
I think I know what I'm doing. This is a weird one, but I'm going to go for... in strength, I'm taking 12.
Yeah.
In dexterity, I will end up with 18.
Cool.
Constitution will be 14. Intelligence will be 19.
19.
Wisdom
And
will be 10. And charisma will be 13.
This makes me so happy.
I don't love
That's
that,
perfect.
you say.
And it took me a second to think about that, but I got it.
Yeah. So you both, what are your wisdom modifiers for both of you?
10.
So my acolyte
Modifier.
stuff, yeah,
Oh,
my
0.
acolyte stuff, it's wisdom that bumps up. So my modifier is +3 for wisdom. And +3 for dex.
Your modifier is +3 for wisdom.
Is that right?
What's your
You
wisdom?
put 13 into it, and then you get 1, or are you putting 2 into it, or 1?
I put 13 into it, but I got +3 because I got to add a 1 and add a 2 as part of the acolyte thing, and I put them both into wisdom.
That might be a D&D Beyond muck-up.
Oh, am I in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get 2 in one stat and 1 in another.
But you can't put all 3 into one thing.
No,
right,
that would be
okay.
awesome,
Let me
but
just
you
give me
can't.
that. Let me just do that. Right.
See, this is hard because I can't see his paper, so I can't look over what he's doing and tell him the right answer.
It's okay.
I just have
And
to
you
let-
know
this
what?
Is good.
You
I
know
just
what?
have to let him figure it out. This is lessons.
And-
learning.
Fergus, if your character dies in this campaign, that's not Chris's fault.
No, exactly.
Well, not entirely Chris's fault.
No. I relish it. I want this chaos. You know? This is
Right.
fun.
Okay. So two in one of the. So they're both in wisdom. I found where it is. So the other options are charisma or intelligence. Ferg.
As an acolyte.
Intelligence.
Do you want me
Wicked.
to... Okay, go.
Done.
Intelligence it is.
You've got 9. You've got 9, not 8. Or are you doing 2 or 1?
1 in intelligence.
Probably
2
the
in
1.
wisdom.
Wicked.
So what are your
Amazing.
stats?
Now they are 14 wisdom for a +2,
Mhm.
12 charisma.
No, the whole list.
13 strength, 16 dex, 14 con, 10 intelligence, 14 wisdom, and 12 charisma.
Okay.
And I'm delighted with it.
I think those are actually pretty passably good.
I'm more than happy with it. Right.
That's actually, it's a roundabout. That's only actually slightly above average if you look at point buy or standard array.
Like I
So,
said, I'm the averagest of average Joes. I'm fine with it.
yeah, man, that's solid. I like it.
Let's go.
Wicked. Okay. And so, before we jump into the character creations, you guys have decided on features, you've filled out proficiencies, all that stuff is worked out. The only thing that we're going to cover off is going to be your gear that you're going to start with.
I will fill those out right now, but it won't take me long.
Okay.
So we can do it in the background passively.
Well, how about this? While you're filling out the things that you need to for you, less gear, do you want to introduce your character, Chris?
Yes, of course. Okay. All the bits, the look, the what it can do.
How they
How much do you
would
want?
visually present themselves, and enough that you would start so that people have an idea of who this person is without going into like the full story, because we're hoping to show that
Show not tell.
Right.
Okay, delighted to. So, Bodhi Gautama is an elf, and he is an elf who is from a forest region with a people who are somewhat secluded over millennia probably, because he's an elf and they're very old. He isn't very old. He is I'm not going to do the maths, but he's 30, maybe late 20s in whatever those elf years are, which means that he already knows what he's doing, but he has superiors, and he's sort of maybe a little higher than midway on the rungs of their society. He is dressed beautifully, absolutely beautifully. He's a part of a small sect within his people, and they are an organisation who go out to neighbouring towns and villages, and so there's a lot of pomp and pageantry, and out of all of the people in his sect, he's the one that looks the most polished. He has a beautiful full-length flowing crimson robe, like a deep crimson, but over it is green embroidery that actually looks like it's growing with vine and moss, and it comes up to a hood, and his hood actually looks a bit bigger because he has a scarf quite bulkily wound around his head multiple times, and then down around his neck, and it hangs down, and it's that same rich red colour with the vines and the green, and yeah, he's a fancy pants. He also, not that you would see beneath the hood or the wrap scarf, but he's actually quite an ordinary looking dude. He's brown eyes, brown hair. There's nothing truly distinctive, which I don't mind unveiling that he's not fond of. so the over the top dress is definitely something to counter his maybe perception that he might be a little on the ordinary side. In terms of his circumstances, this secluded group from the forest, basically, without going into too much detail, way back in the day, there was an episode of some sort that caused potential danger to the forest. Fire, brimstone, awful stuff. And through partnership with the surrounding towns and communities, they lent labour and water, and they put up fire breaks, and they helped protect the forest. Now, it was to protect their forest because they get resources from it, but it also helped Bodhi and his people. In return for that, Bodhi and his people, being a somewhat martial race, when the disaster had been dealt with, they were seen as easy pickings for the surrounding realms. And so Bodhi and his people were the ones that came to the fore and defended the surrounding towns and communities from would-be robber barons and people looking to take advantage of a wounded realm. And so the consequence of that was a pact. And the pact was that the communities and towns surrounding the forest would be able to harvest and get resources from the forest, but they wouldn't over-forest, they wouldn't over-harvest, and they would allow the forest to grow until it was threefold the size that it had been after the disaster. Bodhi's people, the return was that they and this sect that he's a part of would travel the surrounding towns and communities and villages, and they would educate and they would heal and they would settle disputes, and they would basically optimize as much as they can. They optimized farming approaches and things like that. And he has slowly risen through the ranks of this sect that 4 times a year, seasonally, they go out and they do a tour around all of the surrounding towns and villages and countryside, and they are celebrated. It's a carnival atmosphere. Whenever they go into town, they're treated like royalty because of this pact, which was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And he's part of that, and that's why he looks real fancy, because he's part of the pomp, and he similarly thinks he's a pretty fancy dude.
And he is. He's very fancy.
He's a very fancy guy.
He's a fancy guy.
Super fancy dude.
Amazing. Cool. We're going to jump over to you, Fergus.
Yes. So, Tristayne is delightfully not as fancy. He presents himself much more, I would say, purposeful. He dresses and garbs himself in clothes that are protective and well-wearing. He fixes them himself. He takes care of his things because he doesn't have a lot of them. And so the things that he does have are in really good condition, but they're clearly patchy and maintained and repaired constantly. Except for a series of fancy bronze bangles along his arm.
So he's a little bit fancy.
A little bit fancy. There's a little bit. He has, I want to say, muddy blonde brown hair, but that may be a mistake. He also wears silvered seeing glasses as we call them now, because of his history, spending so much time reading over books and notes and ledgers and other junk like that. He, as a correction, has darker hair.
His hair's just changed before our eyes.
His hair's just changed. It's magic.
He's a shapeshifter.
Does that happen often?
Maybe a little bit, but we're not sure why yet.
Is it like a mood ring?
Maybe. That would be quite fun. He's often got very useful things, tools and bits and tricks along his belt, and what's the word? Something, a bandolier. That's the one that goes across his chest. Vials and potions and tools and picks and a small dagger. He carries himself very utilitarianly. If we're talking about just what he carries with him on the daily, although we don't know what his situation is now.
Or what he might be carrying.
Or what he might be carrying right now. This is just in his ideal world. As part of his background, his childhood memories are a little bit blurry, but he spent a lot of his time as a kid, as far as he can remember, growing up in a nearby temple, where he served a local deity of whom the name is still pending, so we'll deal with that later. And eventually found himself being given away by this temple to come and work in Chris's community. So this temple had dedications to a god of magic and knowledge and the arcane, and because of that, he's incredibly studious and well-read and uses none of that in knowledge at all because he thinks he's above it, even though he has it really, really down well. Because he was forced into a lifestyle where he couldn't use any of that learnedness and studious behavior, he ended up becoming quite lithe and able to move his way around a work field, but without straining himself too much, because he found smarter, easier ways to deal with the problem than just pushing the boulder down the hill, to put it that way. As for race, he's a regular bog standard Joe human. Just a guy. Just a regular guy.
Amazing.
Helpful, because that's my favourite enemy.
Wonderful. Favorite enemy? You still get favorite enemy?
I think so.
Sorry, just get mechanical stuff later.
No, wicked. Okay, thank you very much both, and I am looking forward to meeting them. In your mental vision as well of that shared NPC we talked about, which is Antonius, can you both give me one visual thing that you would use if he was at a party and you were talking to someone, be like, oh, Antonius, he was there, he was the one, and then describe how you would identify him out of a group of people. You both get to do this, and for whatever reason, somehow both of these are going to be true.
Can I ask, is this about how we emotionally feel about him or visually see him?
Visually describe how you would identify him amongst a group of people to know who you're looking for.
And how our characters would, not how we would.
Yeah, just how you would immediately see him.
Or how we would.
It's your visual idea of how he is, because you guys have spent in that shared backstory a bit of time probably thinking about that character and your relationship to him.
Got it. He is the guy with the massive coat with lots and lots of pockets that seem to come from nowhere.
Wicked.
Burly.
Awesome.
Burly and sort of rugged and hairy and unkempt. That's a very sort of blend of how Chris sees this person and how Bodhi sees this person.
Nice.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Amazing. Perfect. That is all we need.
Also, is who named it? Who it was? The Vigils. Is the Vigils?
Yes.
Vigils is part of Team Stormy. The Vigils named Antonius in the character creation clinic. Also, would like to say hello to Bozeman. I'm assuming it's Bozeman.
Bozeman.
Both
Hello, Bozeman.
The Vigils is there. Antonius Stromagov made it in. The Vigils. Congrats. You are immortalized in CaperSmiths' Curse of Strahd campaign.
Fantastic.
Right.
We are now going to be macro doing some story. As we've talked about in establishing where we're going to be starting, your characters had come together because, without divulging too much at this stage, Antonius is missing. And we had come across this known individual called Reggie, who may have been a person of interest that Antonius knew, who was further north through the forest. Now, your group or your peer has been for about 3 days navigating through very easy to traverse woodlands and some more dense, some more sparse parts of the forest, as you were confidently and correctly heading towards where you know Reggie to be. And the meeting place for Reggie is these old ruins. Now, there are going to be a series of rumors about the ruins that I want both of you to just share one rumor that your characters would have heard about these ruins.
Chris, do you want to start?
Yeah, they were, just to clarify, is this Bodhi's forest or is this away from where Bodhi lives?
It is it's 3 days of continued travel.
Right, okay, so it's out the way.
Yeah.
These ruins were a staging post for a conflict that never actually ended up happening, and so they were abandoned. But there were, for years and years, trinkets and treasures and stocks and resources to be found there.
Wicked. Cool.
The giant altar in the middle of the ruins used to be a giant's hammer head that was lodged here after a disagreement between a giant and his wife. And that's why there are runes and markings distantly covering this altar.
Lovely.
Wicked. Okay. You are going to be both walking as you are going to be hearing in the distance a noise. It is not a noise that is taking any care to hide its presence. Some scuffs, some scuffles, a little bit of an undistinguishable murmur of what sounds to be a being communicating in a language, but it's not necessarily that it's a language you can't hear or you can't understand. It's just that right now, the distance, you have to think on a little bit as you get closer to be able to start trying to make out what are the words, where's the sort of the breaks in it. Before forcing you into that interaction, how would both of your characters react having now all of a sudden come across another person where thus far, other than wildlife, it's just been the two of you together?
Can you hear that?
I don't think it's I don't think it's speaking, is it?
No, this is marvelous news. There's someone else out
Why
here.
is it marvelous news? It's supposed to be empty.
Well, no, I've been worrying that you've been leading us the wrong way, Tristayne. Now we can
How
finally
could I be
ask a
leading
local.
No, what locals? There's nobody supposed to be living here.
So you're saying you want to go and check it out, or
No, preferably I'd like to avoid the noise that we don't recognize. Do you recognize the noise?
Do I recognize it?
You're looking ahead. You see what looks to be teacup thrown up in the air above the crumbled wall of a ruin that gives clue that whatever's making this noise is just on the other side of that wall ahead of you.
I mean,
Quick, throw something back.
what have you got? Don't throw
pick something of your own.
Well, I don't want to throw a rock. I don't want to make the wrong impression. But you can't trust someone who just throws away dinnerware like that.
Hello?
Hello?
It speaks. Do you speak?
Give me a minute.
Wow, you just went nuts.
That was a crazy voice.
You've just been possessed by whatever it was, Jacob.
All
right.
You hear you hear a shuffle, and then you hear a, well, come.
See, I told you it's a local. It's fine. Hello, yes.
Something living somewhere doesn't make it a local. Hello.
As you round the corner, seeing on the other side of the wall of the ruin, you see this haphazard table set up. It's repurposed parts of stone and things that would be lying around the ruins that have been repositioned to create a makeshift table. There is a collection of assorted dinner sets and cutlery on there, and you see this bipedal turtle who has a lanyard connected to a little bit of a sack that hangs just in his front, like a little bit of a fanny pack that jostles to and to fro as he sort of hunches around, and he's just like, oh, where is it?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Very, very pleased to meet you. My name is Bodhi Gautama. This is my traveling companion, Tristayne.
Hello.
What brings you out here? Are you having an accident with some crockery or something?
Oh. You're not... Sorry, let me just adjust. I've got one bad eye. And he sort of starts rubbing what you now realize is a glass eye.
Odie, you could give him a monocle.
And he's just like, oh, sorry, that's quite better. Hello, my name's Reginald, and would you like tea?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry, Reginald, do you go by another name, Reginald?
No, that would be most improper and offensive.
Tristayne, if someone offers you tea, you sit down and you have the tea first. That's like, there's the rules. There's the steps that you have to go through. We sit down, we have the tea, and then you ask the questions.
Right. Sorry, it's been a while since I've talked to a
Reginald, we'd be delighted to take tea with you. Is there anything that we could do to help? Where would you like us to sit? Just...
Oh, you choose a spot. And he starts pouring tea poorly. The water isn't hot. There is nothing to separate the leaves from the water, and there is just leaves that come out of the spout. The water comes out. It has not been seeping at all. There is no coloration to the water. It is just a pot of water that he's pouring leaves out with. And then he really proudly thrusts a cup in front of Bodhi.
Which Bodhi gracefully accepts and go, oh, Tristayne, absolutely. Just take it. Just
thank you so much.
Gracious.
Can I try and dispose of the tea without him noticing?
can you describe the mechanism in which you want to try and do? Like, what is it? I'm trying to distinguish whether this is a deception or a sleight of hand.
I'm going to go to sip the tea and not have any into my mouth. I'm leaving my lips closed.
Cool.
At the moment he flicks his head away to look towards Bodhi, I'm pouring a little bit out of the cup.
Okay, can you roll a deception roll for me, please?
I may. That is an 11.
Sorry,
it's incredibly rich. So I'm just not used to the flavors.
Oh.
Excuse me. I mean, look at him, Reginald. I must apologise. I had no formal training. I'd be delighted to have some tea, please.
And then he goes, he's been unwavering his glance at Tristayne this whole time. And then he starts pouring while not dropping his good eye, looking at Tristayne. And he's pouring probably about an inch away from your cup. And it's just falling onto the ground.
Mike, I'm chasing it.
Okay.
I grin sheepishly at Reginald.
You catch it. And then when he hears the water just get to the point where it would be getting close to filling up, he stops. Anyway, why have you come to my forest?
We're looking for a friend of a acquaintance of ours. Do you know anyone named Antonius?
Yes. Cheeky fellow.
Oh, yes.
That sounds right.
It sounds like Reginald. Antonius. Pardon me.
Reginald.
So you and Antonius are good friends?
Purposefully trying to be coy?
No, I would never. Reginald, don't be silly.
Okay.
Antonius is a colleague of mine. Colleague. He's
You
superior.
you also work for the Lady of the Glade.
Yes.
Yes. No.
Yes, we do.
Oh, if I
didn't
stop,
know
please, you continue through the ruin and go see her. I will not hold you up.
Well, the problem is that we're only recently been brought in, so we're
yet to
very
have our
new.
orientation.
Yes.
It sort of early doors.
Don't tell me they've left the paperwork for me.
That could well be the case.
I can imagine nobody better, Reginald.
Ugh.
Is there anything we can do
Horrible.
to lighten the burden for you, Reginald?
You come back in like 4 days.
We really are in rather a hurry. As we said, our friend Antonius has gone missing, and we're quite worried.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Here we go.
Go for it.
Awful. A 4. For a
Well done.
5.
Good effort.
Yes. First official roll of the campaign.
Oh, God.
He just starts studying you.
He sort of puffs his chest out and tries to look impressive.
You know what?
Yes.
How about this? I'll start getting the paperwork ready. If you can just go speak to the lady, you'll know which archway to go through, right?
Well, no, like we said, Reginald, this is our first day here with this. We've never been here, sadly.
If you wouldn't mind us sort of putting on you a little bit to provide some guidance to us, just let us know the best way to
would be able to put in a good word for you, I'm sure. Great feedback.
Yeah?
Yes, I sipped the tea this time properly.
Roll Constitution.
Is this a check or a save? It makes no difference.
Yeah, just
16.
That's a lad. He then starts shifting into more of a recital tone, and he starts recounting a bit of a waffle, and then he gets to an archway, and he says, through the archway to the glade, only through peace are the footsteps made. No crude metals or hide or scar. Otherwise, wanderers will be walking far.
No crude metals, hides, or scars.
Scar or scarves?
Scar.
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 Okay. And you said archers. How many archers are there?
So there's probably about 7 haphazardly placed in the visible distance around you, but he's walked and is sort of like gesturing towards one in particular.
Does it look any different to the others, or is it?
No.
Okay. Are we? He's still there. Can we whisper, or can we sort of? How far away from him are we?
15 feet.
Can I ask what spells do we have access to? Oh, sorry, what features if we're using our characters?
All that you have at level 3.
It's just no equipment. Got it.
Right. Okay. So.
Well, right now you do. Right now you do have whatever equipment you have in your expectation.
Got it.
Tristayne, what
What
does he mean by crude metal? Would I know crude metal? Is it like normal terminology, or?
Can you just give me a base intelligence roll? Or
Sure.
I'm glad you're doing it, eh?
Sure. Yeah. 2.
metal.
Yeah.
Just metal.
But he's an idiot. I love it.
Can I? May I try to think on the based on the things that Reginald has said to us about crude metals and hides and scars. Can I try
and the
to
keyword
figure
peace.
Yeah, peace. Can I try to figure out if there's a link, a cultural or a magical link to some type of background of this area that
Roll
would
history.
want restrictions on those things?
Yeah, roll history.
10.
We're well good at doing
Nothing is jumping out of your mind. Taking pleasure in the, I guess, perplexed subtle cracks that are starting to show as you guys are just like, he said a thing. I'm not getting a great like aha moment. And he just sort of walks up and he's just like, if you want to see the lady, you have to leave your stuff.
Ah,
Right.
yes. I was just convincing my friend here to do just that, Reginald.
Yeah,
He's very attached
to
his
lots of-
garish garment.
Oh, you can wear robes and tunics, but no armor, no weapons, no bags.
No bags.
No, nothing.
Bracelets?
Is it like a ceremonial thing?
Yes, very.
Deeply.
Well, then you won't be vaporized when you walk through the archway.
Oh,
See, it's fine,
Good,
Tristayne.
good.
You won't be vaporized.
I just wouldn't take a through there.
try that one again, Reginald.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
the
Reginald,
the forests were
They are
We're
getting me
misinterfering.
with the whispers. I wouldn't take bags, armor, or weapons through there at all.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So our belongings will be quite safe with you, will they, Reginald? Do you require a fee to watch them, or is it part of the?
Oh, you would like me to
service?
watch your things?
Well, that would be preferable.
Would we be
Absolutely.
able to come back to get them?
He just opens up his little thing. He's just like, tuck him in.
His little thing, like his chest.
No, he's
Like
been
a
carrying.
bag.
He's got that lanyard,
Oh,
like a
he's
bag
got
on a
satchel.
lanyard. Just opens the.
It
Yeah.
cracks his shell.
And you see this is swearing black void. No.
Okay, Bodhi will reluctantly take the lead and sort of put his backpack in there. Much obliged to you, Reginald.
I will deposit my things in original sack and be left with the plainest, most utility clothing I can.
So no items, no gear. You are now just yourselves and clothes or any ceremonial things you might want to carry. If you truly believe they have no other purpose.
Yep. Gotcha. Official NPC, I said what I said, and I stick to it.
So you just said the word ceremonial. Am I currently carrying something ceremonial?
Yep.
Yeah, right. So I have
Yeah, your spear.
So I have a ceremonial spear, which in Bodhi's mind is entirely ceremonial. It's a badge of office as an envoy of the sect. Also, I didn't ask, am I wearing a monocle?
Yes.
Yeah, which I believe to help me see the truth of matters, but don't believe it to be magical. It's just a keepsakey kind of thing. So
It feels very magical.
Yeah. Ceremonial, if you will.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, we're good to go then. He still looks very
Oh.
fancy, even though you're ordinary, and is quietly delighted at the fact that you look like a ragamuffin now, and
Thank you.
looks terrific.
Well, to be fair, I looked like one before, just with a little bit of armor on, so...
Okay.
You walk towards the archway,
Yeah.
and as you start passing through, you feel this presence of unseen things touching your skin, almost like the touch of a cobweb would linger on your forearm, but rather than having any malicious or unnerving sensations or intentions, it seems inviting. It actually seems warm and comforting, and you push through an unseen veil, and then you enter a completely different environment, and you are in this sparkling, tranquil glade as the Sphinx is poised in front of you. If you glance behind, the archway that you walk through is completely gone. You are now somewhere else.
Bodhi gives his best ceremonial performative bow. And sort of stays down there at like peeking.
Yeah. It's a female, a strikingly beautiful female face. And she also sort of does a half bow
Noticing
and
the
nod.
context clues, I'd do the same, but only after, not before. Just realizing now that we're bowing.
And she says, welcome. I would love to appear mysterious and say, I've been expecting you, but I do have to confess, your presence is not expected.
To tell you the truth, my lady, nor did we expect to be meeting with you.
If it's any consolation, you're still very mysterious.
She lets out like a bit of a joyful smile, or a little bit of a half smirk, and then repoises herself.
Your colleague Reginald didn't prepare us quite for the amazing spectacle before us. However, we believe you might be able to help us locate someone whom we seek?
Two things happen during your speech. First, the mention of Reginald. Her eyes change colour. There is this deep sense that while they were this almost autumn-like gold with bits of almost like tree sap or amber in them, they then quickly change to a fresh green with sort of specks of wild flowers in them, as if changing seasons. And then when you get to the end and you mention helping, it then goes to a really, really deep blue.
Do we perceive any change in mood or attitude towards us with this shift, or it's just a colour shift?
And her eyes have landed on blue.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who do you seek?
A man named Antonius.
Things are fortuitous. Please.
So no, pardon me, my lady.
I'm very lucky that I have a special bond with Antonius, and I am not sure I have the greatest news.
Oh.
He is somewhere far away and currently feeling betrayed and is quite literally running to find a place of safety.
Oh dear.
Does he need help?
If he did, would you help him?
Yes.
Yes. Instantly,
yes,
without hesitation, my lady.
There is a town called Darkwood Gate to the north. Right now, there are a group of mercenaries who have captured a small creature who, if you are to relocate, I believe will be able to guide you to Antonius.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So we need to liberate the small creature from a band of mercenaries. A big band of mercenaries?
A rough, haphazard handful.
Right. Okay.
I see.
You'll be looking for the firebrands.
The firebrands.
Firebrands.
Who are...
What are they?
A haphazard mercenary band. I thought I was very explicit.
I see. Right. Gotcha.
Okay. And it's at Darkwood Gate, you say? Is that... Have we heard of Darkwood Gate?
You would have. It's
right. Okay.
less than a week north of where you grow up, but very much a long travel and probably another continuous travel of the period that you've done so already.
Do we know any details of the town?
You know what? Make a d20 roll, and if you get a 15 or above, there can be some experience or some inside knowledge that you've had.
Both of us?
Natural 20.
Wicked.
Well done.
So
I'm not even going to bother.
You know that Darkwood Gate is a frontier town which is built on a rise in the middle of this forest valley, but it signifies a town of trading between two bordering kingdoms. There is the kingdom which you're currently in, which is within the wider declaration for an Elvish king, and then there is another one which is more of a democratic state, and this valley road that passes through Darkwood Gate is a town that marks that transition where you go between them, and the actual town itself is could be considered potentially lawless, where it is only adhered to by the townspeople and their guard, and they are not beholden to either or, but offer a neutrality between the two.
So it's like a Wild West
Right.
border town.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
But still very much established stone facades, structures. So not like completely like sort of like log, but from its design. She then clarifies, would you like aid getting there?
Well,
Yes.
yes, it is quite a trek, and from what it sounds like...
Okay.
We've only
Good
got
luck.
very small legs.
And she raises her hand, and then everything just starts changing around you.
Okay.
And then you find yourself standing in front of Darkwood Gate.
Wow. Wow.
Cool.
Awesome. Awesome.
Except-
Is it this time of day? Is it like a... Is that morning? Is it...
You're actually in the mid to late afternoon. Let's say equivalent of like a 2:30, 3 o'clock. But because of the hills, it might feel like it could run the risk of getting darker earlier.
Right, okay. And
You also have nothing.
nothing at all.
Right.
So
I-
the
I
next
look-
part, sorry. Oh no, you go for it. Yeah.
You go. No, I look at Bodhi with a smile on my face and not in my eyes, and I say, "Was that really the best way to go about this, Bodhi?"
I kind of just got wrapped up in the ride, didn't you?
I think we got robbed, actually, by a turtle.
At least we know. You're not wrong. We know where he was, though. We can. I figured that we would be going back there. We'd be able to. I mean, did you know that this was going to happen? Have you ever seen one of those before?
Did you?
No.
Good. Then we're on the same page. Hopefully, it stays that way because I don't fancy getting robbed by a turtle again, Bodhi.
Well, the good news, Tristayne, is you've got nothing left to rob.
Thank goodness for that. Plus, the tea was actually dreadful.
I have to say I'm glad I dodged it, but decorum suggests that you should drink it nonetheless. I would have drunk it. I mean, surely you had some training. Manners and whatnot. I mean, he seemed polite at first glance. He was well spoken, offered tea.
Yeah.
He was observing all the forms right up until the point that he took all of our stuff.
What about when he threw a teacup in the air and it broke?
Well, it might have slipped out of his hands. You saw he was quite clumsy. He suffered
course,
from
of
poor
course.
eyesight.
Of course he did. Yes. Yes.
Have you been here before?
I've heard a little bit. I've been here maybe at the odd time.
Have I been here before, Jacob? No, it's not part of the.
We're now on the border of the wider territory, far to the north.
Okay.
There's not a lot of good news.
In the distance, coming behind you, you just hear. Excuse me. There's a horse just like and a sort of what looks to be a mailman just rides it towards town.
Well, what I can say is that if you're wanted anywhere else, you won't be wanted here.
True, and given that you're disappointed with how I navigated our meeting with Reginald, I'm thoroughly looking forward to seeing how it should be done. So lead the way, Tristayne. I will back you up.
Well, who would I be to say no? and I usher myself forward with a false bravado.
Good lad. Good lad.
Wicked. The next section is going to be done through a series of decisions, and rather than roleplay it, we're going to talk through what unfolds. So when you arrive closer into the town, you are going to be put in a position where essentially to try and get some initial point of insight, or to seek someone who's going to help you navigate your way in finding the firebrands and potentially seeking out some extra resources, considering you have been turtled. You will be choosing between, do you seek out help of someone of faith, someone of influence, or someone of the shadows? But it is a group decision.
So, Bodhi's instinct would be influence or faith, but he did say, I look forward to seeing how you would do it. So...
Do I know what the dominant faith or church or cleric state would be in this area?
It'll be a complete pantheon, and for your awareness, the deities in which you're familiar of the word, so your sort of the classic Church of the Nine that you have would be that. So it is the idea of this pantheon of 9 known gods, and then there is also that one dead god. So that's the kind of arrangement and makeup of it.
The ones we already know?
Yeah.
Cool. And we are needing to find and locate the firebrands. I would probably shy away from the faithful and go towards the influence.
So we're going for the influence route?
Probably a person of influence here.
Okay. Amazing. So what we're going to do now, and hopefully you can see what's on the screen, but if you can't, I'm going to talk through it. You are both going to roll a d4. You are going down the red path, the path of influence, and you will collectively get to divide up amongst you the accumulative number, right? So you both roll a d4.
Oh, it's got rolling in it, Ferg. This isn't fair.
Wow.
Who thought D&D had dice roll?
I got a 3.
Okay, so we have, and you got a 2. So we're going up to 5. So as well as
Confirmed roll for Chris.
getting aid, you will walk away with an explorer's pack, an additional torch, a simple weapon of your choice, a martial weapon of your choice, and 10 gold pieces.
Is this each or as a
collectively?
Okay. I hope you're writing that down, Chris.
Explorer's pack, a torch,
a simple weapon of your choice, a martial weapon of your choice. Non-ranged. Ranged are separate unto themselves in this.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Well, you know what? For our group, at least, I think we've probably managed to land on the best for you.
The other paths with a 5, if, for example, you went down the one of faith, on a 5, you would have got a priest's pack, a healer's kit, holy water, a holy symbol, and 5 gold pieces. And if you went down for shadows, you would have got a burglar's pack, 1 day's of rations, a ranged weapon, a basic poison vial, and another ranged weapon.
See, that sounds like it would have been perfect for both of us, but this one at least suits you fairly well. We can work with it.
So, do we get, like, for instance, 10 gold pieces between us? Or each?
Yeah, so, no, between.
And our explorer's pack, 1 explorer's pack.
Yep.
What weapon do you want, Ferg?
Interesting. You have proficiency with martial weapons, so you can choose the martial weapon and I'll go with a simple weapon.
Okay.
Cool. Do you need a list of what martial weapons are? Or so your simple ones are your spears, your quarterstaffs, your martial weapons,
side swords,
flails,
daggers.
great swords, halberds, lance, longsword, maul, morningstar, pike, glaive, warpack, that sort of thing.
But not
Short
a,
swords,
but not
scimitars.
a ranged.
I'll take
No,
it.
ranged are separate.
I'll take a glaive.
You can take a glaive? Wicked.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's the most spear-like.
Cool.
Is it?
Pike. I think there's a pike as well.
So you can have either a pike or a glaive.
They actually do have differences as well. This is the thing, because of weapon.
So the
mastery.
difference between a glaive is it's going to be slashing, or a pike is going to be piercing.
Yep, and also, pardon me.
Both are D10, both are heavy, both are reach, both are two-handed.
But glaive has the graze mastery,
Yes.
which allows you to deal damage to a creature even if you miss it, as long as you're with your ability modifier, rather than just.
I
like
said
a damage
glaive.
roll.
I'll go glaive.
Yeah, man.
Go for glaive. It does use strength and not dexterity, so I hope your strength score's good.
No.
Wonderful.
Strength is +1.
Okay.
13.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and for your simple weapon?
For a simple weapon, give me a dagger.
You got a dagger?
Give me a dagger.
Bodhi will simply hold the bag out for you, Tristayne, to wear it as well. He's not wearing the bag.
Happily. I'll take the bag. I'll make good use of it. So
Amazing.
I have a glaive. Sorry, a dagger.
Cool. So currently you also only have one bedroll as well. I'm just pointing that out.
It's fine. He doesn't sleep. He just trances.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, of course.
I also
Okay.
have the 10 gold pieces.
Wicked. And feeling like that was quite a bit of success. So from a narrative point, you went to the local person in town who was actually someone who Tristayne on a nat 20 had unknowingly helped, not knowing that they were a person of influence. So they have went out of their way to help you. The 5 is representative of what they had available at the time or what they could part with. Not necessarily that they were withholding things, even though from a meta point of view, you can see what you could have got more of if you rolled higher. And they tell you that later on this evening, the firebrands were going to be meeting up in underneath a pub. Now, there was a bit of time in between getting that information and relaying that information, so probably about an hour's passed all up, but you know that later on the evening they're going to be meeting at a pub, meeting other foreigners, but that's all that you're able to work out. But you also have time, and you were recommended to go and ask with the person of influence and do a bit of shopping, and you can try your luck at running some stuff up on that person's tab. So
Do we know
the next thing is knowing that you have a limited window of time to go shopping. And if you want to go to the pub and avoid this step, you can.
Actually, no, we probably shouldn't. But do we know the name of the pub?
Yes. It is called the Wagoned Spatula.
Cool. Gotcha.
Okay.
So you have the choice of shopping to either seek out arms, supplies, or armor.
Well, I say that it's only by my good faith that we managed to get in this person of influence's tab anyway. So Bodhi, I'd like to see just how wise you can be about this choice here, given your expertise on pompous things. You're a big spender, I know. It's in your heart.
Well, I mean, do you feel safe and protected with that dagger?
That sounds like you're asking me for my opinion, Bodhi.
Okay. I am a little jealous that you have a bedroll and I don't, even though I don't technically need one. It's just more the manner of thing. I am going to say supplies.
Oh.
I hope you like your glaive.
Can I now get you both to roll on the This one is going to go on the yellow path for supplies.
Okay.
Cool.
Both roll a d4.
2.
3. You get an explorer's pack. You get a dungeoneer's pack. And you also get a set of thieves' tools.
Can we sell one of our spare explorers packs back?
You will be able to cash it in later on at some stage.
Cool. Okay. So now we have 3 packs between 2 people.
I'll keep the second explorer's pack for now, and I want dibs on the tools.
Absolutely.
Is there the potential that Bodhi has gone about not just being like, well, he's got 1 pack, now I want 2?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he's realized that he has nothing and I've got a bag.
Also,
so he's now given me 3 bags to carry.
Bodhi totally chose supplies because that's the one that Tristayne / Fergus didn't want to choose. There was a bit of curse in that decision.
Okay.
I'm not going to admit that.
No, I am.
This is so good. Okay, you guys are bringing so much joy. There's a little bit more time because that was actually quite a bit of impulsive buy. So now you have the option of one last venture to a different part of town for either arms, more supplies, or armor.
We could open a shop if I went supplies again. We don't have to go and get Tony's at all. Arms, because
arms.
Tristayne
I
wants
drag Bodhi away from going down the supplies pathway and I say, nope, I'm not using a dagger.
Can you please both roll a d4 each again?
Oh no.
We're going down the blue track for arms.
What'd you get?
4. Ah!
Okay.
Oh.
So you get another simple weapon. You get 5 gold pieces. You get another martial weapon. You get a ranged weapon. You get a rope. There is a masterwork spear that also deals an extra d4 fire damage. And 10 gold pieces. And a short bow that deals an extra d6 thunder damage.
Oh.
I'd really like the spear. Tristayne. Look,
You want the spear?
have a spear. It looks good on me, don't you think?
Bodhi, you can take a spear. Mm-hmm. You can take the spear. It's yours. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
I, for one, am taking that short bow.
And can I also take a longbow? Can it be a longbow? Number 4.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, ranged weapon can be a longbow, 100%. And you still have your another martial and another simple weapon, so you
How
could
much extra fire damage did it take? Sorry, 1d8.
No, fire damage is a d4 on the spear and a d6 thunder on the short bow. Martial weapons could also be like a rapier, for example, if you're more dexterity than strength, Chris.
Right, okay.
Instead of a long sword, that way you've got a close combat one as well. Or if you wanted bludgeoning, you could go into like flails. He's could look at a more
bludgeoning guy. I'll take a rapier.
Cool. And so do you want there's also for the simple weapon? Do you want javelins? Do you want another dagger? Do you want 2?
I might suggest, Chris, that you take a dagger as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because if are you using a rapier or a short sword?
A rapier?
You could 2-weapon the short sword.
But then not use the spear.
Yes, and then use a short sword and a dagger if you want to use it with dex.
Also, the spear would be strength as well, would it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's annoying.
But with a short sword and a dagger, you can 2-weapon fighting with it, and you don't have to worry about bonus action because of the dagger's mastery.
But then the spear's +1 and 1d4 fire. Those are big numbers.
What's your strength versus your dex?
Dex is 16 +3, and strength is 13 +1.
So you are getting an extra d4.
+1
You are getting a +1, but you're still losing 1 extra from your dex being 16 rather than 13.
You know what? You can ponder that.
Yes.
And
okay.
And we are going to move because you realized, and I imagine that that was a conversation that these two characters were literally having, maybe not with the mechanics, but it might have been like a little bit of like Bodhi being like, but the spear. And then Tristayne is, offering that, but like you can like stab someone twice and like
you've never used your muscles in your life, man.
I have a spear. I'm good with a spear. I carry a spear every day.
Good with a spear.
And then you realize that actually, oh shit, it's time, because you hear the bells going, and that means that you need to get to the meeting spot.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Shit. Let's go.
Can I get you both? How are you approaching the meeting location?
Tristayne, how about it's a pub? I'll just go in and order a drink, and you can like hang back and just keep an eye on me, scope it out.
I defer to your expertise here, Bodhi.
Good thinking.
As you were. Before, can I quickly just ask?
Yeah.
Do we need to have HP sorted yet? Because we haven't rolled anything for it.
We do, actually. We do need HP before this next thing. So, so you get your full hit die plus con for your first level?
Yep.
And then can I get you to roll essentially with advantage for your next 2 levels? So roll your hit die twice, take the higher one, and add con each time.
What's my hit die? A D6, Ferg?
No, D10.
D10?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're a ranger.
Wow.
Come on, man.
You're not a wizard.
5, 11.
Okay, so my first
15,
one is that
15.
plus con, which is 13.
So make sure you roll 2 of them.
And then the next one... Oh.
You have 16 con.
Oh, right. Sorry.
14.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Level 1 is the full 10 on the D10,
Yeah.
right?
Plus your 2 from your con modifier.
I got plus 3 from... Oh, con. I'm an idiot. Yeah, so that's 12.
Yep.
Okay. And then the next one, so I roll at advantage, so 4.
Plus 2 is 6.
Plus 2 is 6. And then for the third level, I do the same thing, and that's a 9. Plus
2 is 11.
It's 11. So 23.
29?
29.
Doing maths in my head now. 14, 19 plus 2, 4, 6 is 25.
Cool. 25 and 29.
You know what? You're actually at average, Chris. Maybe a little bit above.
Everything has been average. Cool.
And
Lemon! Hello.
hello. So Bodhi enters.
Yes.
Yeah. And you did it well. There was nothing wrong with the way that you entered. But it's just when you were expected to go in and see a pub, you just saw a chorus of uniformed dudes. Like you walk into a motorcycle bar and you realize that everyone is patched and all wearing the same. And just because you're dressed different, it's very clear that you are in opposition.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the decision right now. Do you cause a distraction? Do you start a bold attack? Or do you try and make a deal?
Does the distraction have to be nefarious? Like, he's got 20 gold, and it doesn't feel like a round of drinks for everybody would cost all of the 20.
You don't get to decide
I don't
what
get to.
happens.
Right.
This is just the choice between 1, 2, or 3,
Right.
and then we will go to the table of what happens.
Oh, okay. A deal.
You're gonna make a
I
deal.
think we'd go
Okay.
for a deal. We're too non-confrontational.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I think that we're somewhat aware of our limitations.
Wicked. So there's going to be a series of exchanges, and you're going to make a deal, and you're going to give them gold.
Okay.
So you lose a quarter of your total starting gold.
All right, we have 15 gold pieces left.
What's really cool is actually out of the other things, that's not bad because you
Fine.
could have lost a backpack,
Could have lost the spear.
and you could have also been forced in a fight to roll 2 of your hit dice and just lose that much hit points.
Sorry, lose them as in like we permanently lose that as hit
No,
points.
you're just going to be starting off already having taken damage.
Gotcha.
The deal starts, and they eventually are like, okay, cool, you're not that bad. And then you're able to welcome in Tristayne, because they're very much aware that he's there, because they also have people on lookout. And you're able to convince them that you're here for a drink. And they admire your crimson attire, having also being somewhat themed in red and black, being the firebrands. And you're able to chit-chat for a little bit. And that is where a couple things happen. There is another party that come in, and they are large, hooded. Your base perception actually tells that underneath those hoods, they seem to be bestial. Not a race that you've seen or had a lot of experience with, and they probably are about 7.5 foot tall each. They have to really crouch and a hunch to come through the door, and are making great efforts, even in the raised roof, to, not be burdened by the size of this small building for them. Then the firebrands bring out 2 things. They bring out a small cage, and in the cage you see a little beast who looks like a fuzzy axolotl with brightly coloured, almost butterfly wings. And he's looking really scared and making little but no bigger, smaller than a basketball in his entire size. And they also, the people in the hood, bring out a bunch of chests. Now, you are going to be able to narrate a element of chaos that happens, and in resulting it, you are going to both snatch the little thing in the cage and one of the boxes, and in one of the boxes is going to contain the Ring of Villainous Counterspell.
Awesome.
Cool.
But I need you to tell me, what is the distraction between you that results in you being able to snatch both of those and get out of here?
I might actually have something up my sleeve for that. I'm going to create the image of a series of guards walking very blatantly and brightly past the window with a determined and stop the lawbreakers look on their face, but it just continues as more and more guards go past this window for about 10 minutes with silent image.
Amazing.
How is this
and
place...
I'm not to nudge and just point that out and go, guys, people coming.
How is this place lit?
Dimly.
With
there are
flames?
little torches around, and even just reacting so far to the images, everyone's looking on standby, and they're kind of looking like that this might have been a setup by both parties, thinking that the other one is trying to set them up for something, and there's just this raising tension between these two groups that all of a sudden start reaching for weapons, not out of attack, but its ability to anticipate needing to defend themselves.
As the people walk past, as the illusion comes through, I'm going to druid craft the torches to be as bright as possible and then go out. And that's when I will snatch the thingies.
And it does, and there is a commotion, and everyone's like, what? And you hear sheaths sort of giving to steel, and tables flipping, and things happening, and you're able to snatch, as we established, the cage and one of the things. And are you going for the front door or the back door?
Can you see in the dark, Tristayne?
No.
So whatever door he is closest to, I will run towards that door and try and sweep him up with me.
It is out the back to one of the side server exits, and then you go out to one of the alleys, and I'm envisaging a chase scene where the two of you are sprinting for all dear life, trying to make your way just away as you hear this pouring chorus behind you of both groups now thinking that you are the nefarious party, which kind of you are, and there is profanity and there is cursing as they start chasing you, and you're making your way down the hill back out of town towards nature, and in amongst the woods you see a fog that wasn't there before, and you start running towards the fog, and then because it's going to obscure you, you're going to be able to hide in it, and then you find yourself getting deeper and deeper and deeper into this fog until it is hard to see where you are, and then you feel an air change. There is a warmth that is no longer there, and you hear calling out in front of you a lone voice that says, I need you to help me, please. I'm going to pause for an intermission right there.
Wow.
Cool.
Well done, Tristayne. You're very useful in there.
Amazing job.
Great hocus pocus.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I've been practicing that one for a while.
Splendid. We are going to go and make a cup of tea. Hello. Welcome back.
Hey.
Is everyone back? Has everyone got a cup of tea?
We all sorted? Everyone got the pants on?
All pants off? Do I need to...
If you're watching it with pants off, I hope you're watching it with pants on.
Do I need to jimmy around with our screen in the middle? I think we're alright, aren't we?
No, it's perfect.
Cool. Look at us. We're streamers.
So
Bog
exciting.
standard English breakfast tea. Official NPC.
I am having no tea. I'm having water right now because I didn't have time to make it. So I'm here with more water.
Bozeman only drinks coffee in great quantities.
Coffee would be lovely, actually.
Yeah, man.
Maybe next time.
Right. We're in a foggy,
So before-
foggy old forest.
And in your hand, you have this box containing what we haven't actually explored is going to be a ring. And then you have this little thing in a cage who is scaredly going... and in front of you, and I'll just scroll up and over, you see between this little clearing, this figure calling out over there. And I'm just going to have him come a little bit closer to you guys. And you hear him just ask, will you help me? Please.
Do we recognize the figure?
No.
Yes. Are you stuck in the fog as well?
Yes.
We don't move towards him yet.
Yeah.
Not moving a muscle.
He just says, I just need a small drink. Just close your eyes. It won't hurt, I promise.
Sorry.
I didn't quite
Who?
catch that.
I need your blood.
Oh shit.
Roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Straight into it.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so he's getting 26.
26.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Bodhi's getting 9.
9.
Yeah. Solid 9.
Tristayne is at 18.
Cool. Okay. Amazing. So, what's going to happen is he is going to move. What? Oh, no, not up there. Bear with me.
No,
He's
he
gonna
moved now.
come-
He's got to stay there.
Mhm. Your hand came off the piece, Jacob.
Yeah.
Bear with me. And then he gets one more. Come on.
That's awfully close to the person who has less health.
Cool.
Don't like
And
that.
out of the two of them, this one here, that would be correct in saying that that's Bodhi, right? Do you
Wrong.
acknowledge, if I zoom in, that is
Bodhi's the
Bodhi?
green.
Yep.
The green one. The green base.
Oh,
Red-
okay.
red
So
base.
this is
Yes.
Tristayne.
This is
Fantastic.
Tristayne. Hello.
Exactly
So-
as I'd planned it.
He looks at Tristayne, and there
Mm.
is this weird metallic shimmer that comes across his eyes as the light and the fog starts reflecting, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy, I'm so good at these. 5.
Okay, you are now charmed.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you regard the vampire now as a trusted friend, and he must be heeded and protected. You're not under its control, but you're going to take the vampire's requests or actions in the most favorable way.
Okay.
And you're going to be willing for the vampire to perform a bite attack on you. That does not break the charm.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
he says,
awesome.
my friend, can you come help me here with something?
Oh, yeah, of
And that's going to
course.
be the end of his turn.
Funnily enough, it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What could you possibly need?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Bodhi, it's okay. He's a good look at him. He's just a little bit lost. I
just need
start
you to
walking
come
over
here.
Yeah, I start walking over.
What? It,
Wicked.
dress.
I just need a small drink.
Oh, here, I've got a
Yeah,
think
so
I've got
you know he's meaning to bite you, and that
Oh.
does not trigger you at all.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. And I extend my arm and pull up my the sleeve of my tunic.
Wicked. Cool. I believe it's now Bodhi's turn.
Trist, what are you doing?
He just wants a drink, Bodhi.
You
Be
don't want
polite.
to give him a drink.
Yes, I do.
I've got my hands full as well. I've got a chest with a thing in it and a cage with a thing in it. Bloody hell. Can I put them down? Is that an action if I put them down? Can I free my hands?
To place them
Nah, you
safe,
can
you can drop them.
Mm.
You can drop the cage, but it depends on how much care you want to use with the cage.
To place it down gently, it's a free. You get one free
Yeah.
object interaction, so you could drop them down gently.
I'll
but that
drop
would be
them
object
down
interaction.
gently. And I suppose. Can I? Oh God. I'm gonna have to how. Tristan's right next to him. Can I try and
Yeah.
yank Tristan back? Tristayne.
So you want to step closer and then try and grapple him?
Yes.
Okay. So if you move your piece close. All right. Now, the way that grapples are going to work is you are going to be able to make contested checks either between acrobatics or athletics,
Okay.
and you can choose whichever one is favorable for you in doing this.
They're both the
Can
same.
he use acrobatics as well?
Well, aren't I
Brilliant.
dragging you?
Oh,
I'm pulling you back. I'm grappling you. I'm not grappling him.
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I'm rolling.
So-
Okay.
That's not great. As you'd
What'd you get?
expect. It's 10.
Well, I only beat you by 1 with an 11.
But beat me nonetheless.
Get off of me, Bodhi. I'm trying to help
Chris,
the guy.
no, you don't want to.
Yes, I do.
What do I have? Bonus actions. Jesus. Bonus action. Oh, bonus action. Hunter's mark the the person, the thirsty person.
yep. You.
Actually, sorry, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to bonus action Shield of Faith. Ferg.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's fun.
Yeah, which
Cool.
adds a +2 to your AC for 10 minutes.
How'd you get Shield of Faith? That's so cool.
I got things.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I got things.
I see how you got things.
Okay.
I see
Trying to
how you
work
got
me out.
things. No, I got you. I already figured it out.
Okay. So, we are now coming to the end of our first round, and we're going
Yes.
back to the top of the round. Now, because being charmed, it says that you are favorable to being bitten by the vampire. Now, the way that I would understand that is that there's no actual attack to do it. It is just he
No,
bites
you
you.
can go for it.
Cool. And he does. He thanks you profusely as he cradles your wrist. And then you see him just nuzzle in. And then you just hear as he bites in. So
Ooh. Ooh, you're doing
you
it so gently.
it's not gentle at all. You take 22 points of damage.
Oh no.
And it's thank you.
Oh. Ooh. Oh.
Cool.
Oh,
Now
do your friends always end up this dizzy?
cool. It's now your turn, mate.
Do I get a chance to make a save against this?
Charm, bum, bum, bum. I would say, yeah, go for it, 100%.
Okay. 16.
Is that with the 2?
No, that's not an AC boost. This is a wisdom save.
Ah, I was really hoping. DC 17.
Oh,
Ah.
no.
Ooh. Do you need another? Are you all finished now, friend?
Tristayne.
A bit more. Yeah. All right. I pull up the sleeve of my other arm and wince as I extend it towards him.
No.
Cool. And it just says, just stay here. Just a little bit more. It's perfect. You've almost done perfectly.
Yeah. Go for it, please.
Cool. Bodhi.
I'm going to. Oh, good grief. I'm going to attack him. I mean, Christ, if he's going in for another thing. So I will move. We're doing flanking, right?
Mhm.
So I can get like around. Hang on. I can get the other side of him, right?
Yeah, you move the piece in a roundabout way to get there. There was a way to get there, or definitely, unless squares, unless you want to specifically go around. But yeah, you can totally get there in a
Sure.
turn.
35 feet of movement. Yeah. Okay. I'll Can I like... I'm just going to stab him in the back of the head with the spear.
Make an attack roll.
Oh, I've got 10 foot
for
of reach with the spear, haven't I?
Yes, you do.
I would be...
Spears are not reach weapons.
Are they not?
Wait, actually, no, sorry. Let me just check.
Spear is not a reach weapon. You are right.
It's not. Okay. Oh, was
No,
the thingy... The glaive
the glaive is.
Yeah.
Glaive is.
And yep, you could use a glaive, but
No,
remember,
sorry.
so
No, it's fine. I
Yeah.
said that first. I'm gonna stab him with the spear.
Oh,
do we
which
need to
one?
Yes.
Your ceremonial one or the masterwork one that you picked up? Just so everyone's aware, the ceremonial one that Bodhi had since the beginning is a finesse weapon, but it is not a masterwork weapon. Where the masterwork weapon is actually a magical weapon, but it does not have the finesse property.
Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, I will do it with the... I've been rolling so crappy, it's got to come good at some point. I'll do it with the fancy new spear. So it's +3,
Cool.
+4 to hit. It would normally be
Yeah.
+3 to hit, but it's because it... Oh no, is the +1 spear
Yep.
to hit or damage?
Both.
Not
Brilliant. So it's +4 to hit, plus if I hit, I get the D6 of fire and stuff like that. Cool. 12 +4 is 16.
Was that with advantage?
No.
Please roll with
no,
advantage.
flanking.
Flanking. Doofus. Horrible.
Okay, 16 is hitting. So you get to roll your damage. So it's a D6 and a D4 fire damage.
Cool. Okay. 3 plus 1 fire damage.
Cool.
You add your extra damage from.
Oh, 3. Sorry. 3 plus 1. So 4 plus.
And does that 3 including your strength modifier? Okay, wicked. 4 plus.
Nice.
You've got good dice. You've got real good dice.
Do you wanna? Should we get you some different ones?
I've got so many
Yeah.
here, and you've played with me for a long time. This is just how it goes.
You know what?
Yeah,
And
Goes to it.
even
Part of it.
the
Story.
guy in front sort of like looks up a wee bit and sort of like turns his head over to look at you in a little bit of disbelief because that hurt more than he expected it would. And you see him sort of like make like a little as the fire is making him very uncomfortable. And there is another thing that happens before it gets to his turn again. Off from up in this direction past you, you hear this spinning, this, and you watch as a long sword wraps around your neck, just completely missing touching you, as it then takes 3 slashes at this creature. There is just a flying longsword.
From behind.
So the first one-
Bodhi, like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 2. Wicked. All 3 are hitting. And 1, 2, 3. And so each slash as it comes through, it just cuts upward slashes and then stabs into him, coming through his neck and then popping out behind his shoulder blade. Every time it cut, the sword glowed a wee bit, and you could see his attire and his skin start to burn and show almost like hot coal-like embers, but instead of being red, there is a white, radiant glow to this, and he takes 67 damage across the 3 hits.
Good golly.
And then you see, stepping forward onto the cliff, a very regally dressed man who looks down and he's just like, such a waste of potential. All right, it's the vampire's turn. Well, spoiler, but the dude in front of you is a vampire. And he goes to, he's just like, just a little bit more. And he goes to bite Tristayne's wrist again.
Oh,
How much hit points you got left, big dude?
is it more than 3? Then enough to knock me out.
Cool.
No, that's not a great start.
The life drains from Tristayne's face, and he starts to stumble and collapse in this guy's grasp, but kind of hangs limply on by his jaw, embedded in his wrist.
Yeah. And he looks terrified of this guy up here. And he goes to run this way. He's going to try and leave a square that you threaten if you want, mate.
An attack of whatnot?
Yeah.
Opportunity.
Oh, it's a 15 plus 4. 19.
Wicked. You're getting there.
Yeah, finally doing something. Okay. Cool. So it is 5, 6, 7 damage and then 2 fire damage with the spear. So 9 total.
Wicked. You lunge and catch him, and the sword is still in him. And the moment that you come in as well, the two just and he is engulfed in white and red flame, and then he just turns to dust.
I immediately run to Triss and Cure Wounds. Which is D4?
No, way more than that.
Is it? Yeah.
It's 2d8.
It is,
Plus
yeah,
your
it is
wisdom mod.
2d8. 2d8. 9 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is 2. So you get 11.
Oh,
Woo!
it feels way better.
And he will scold you. Driss, what the bloody hell are you doing? Why would you let him do that?
Let him do what?
Look at your arm. Is there marks on his arm?
Oh,
Yes.
he just
There.
You just
he
let
was so
him bite your arm, and then that guy. And I'll turn around and see if the person is still there.
By the time you get down, you didn't notice, but he had just made himself right behind you.
Oh,
So I'm just going to get him.
Hello.
oh, hello.
As I'm lifting Tristan back to his feet. Thank you for that.
It's the least I could do. This is not how one would want visitors to enter and to the lands of Barovia, so you have my sincerest apologies. You see this sort of like gaunt looking, almost tanned skin elf coming from further away in the trees, walking up, and he's just like, my lord, I have the carriage just this way. Are we taking guests in the carriage? And then he's, yes, I believe we can at least give them passage to. I'm sorry, where are you headed?
Have we heard of Barovia before? Or has Bodhi heard? The
You can
Have I-
roll history.
May I?
No.
Ooh,
8.
22.
Ooh.
So there is the story of this old ancient location from a faraway kingdom that was swallowed and enveloped and taken out of history and out of geography. But it was almost written as like a fictional horror story.
Right. So it's a myth. This is a legend. It
Yeah.
didn't really happen.
So,
Exactly.
so not knowing
Okay.
this, because I rolled an 8, the minute Bodhi hears Lord and sees a servant, he's going into Bodhi mode, and he bows, and my lord, so very, very pleased and grateful to make your acquaintance. I am Bodhi Gautama. This is my companion Tristayne. I'm of the Pyracantha people, and the Stricknock sect. He's still bowing.
And please arise, warrior. I've seen what you're capable of with the spear.
Thank you so much, but we simply would have been in a real pickle were it not for your intervention. We truly are most grateful.
Yes, thank you. What? Sorry. What was that? That.
Oh, the sword. And
no,
the sword
the,
just
the man. Oh,
flies upright and then starts orbiting him. This was a gift. There is humor in his name, and he is named Hope.
Hope. Well, thank you to you and Hope, Lord.
Von Zarovich.
Von Zarovich.
My name is Strahd von Zarovich. And we
Well-
should leave the woods and the fog before it takes any more from us.
Absolutely, lead the way, my lord. And I'll
Cool.
pick up the box with the thing and the animal, and in fact,
Cool.
I'll hand the
And-
box to Tristayne. Hold this.
Ah.
Look, come on, pick yourself up. This is a lord.
I shake my head and pick it up.
There is a moment, if you perceive it, where the elf servant is looking almost like, would you like me to take your luggage? Whether you acknowledge that or not, he's offering to help either with the cage or the 3 bags that you have in your possession.
Still bodying. Absolutely, my good man. Yes, there's a couple of bags here. In fact, Tristayne, take that backpack off. You're looking a bit peaky. This gent's going to get it for us.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind service.
Yes, quite. And he sort of like lugs each one over and sort of like with effort, like I'm not sure if you've ever seen a server take way too many drinks to a table, but they have a technique that just makes it seem like they are able to carry more. And he does this. Like, this is not the first time he has had to carry a large number of things. Though there is this little grimace where he doesn't necessarily look too enthralled completely by his role. He's still doing a good job. Strahd walks aside to you with his arms sort of like behind his back, sort of in a deep contemplating posture, and will no longer look at you guys in the eyes. He will glance in your direction, but slightly off your eye gaze. And he's transparent in his questioning, and he's trying to discern. So what is it that's brought you to these lands?
Oh, well, Lord Strahd. We're currently searching for a friend of ours, but we've been lost, as you can tell. We just came from a town called Darkwood Gate, but the fog led us here, and we got led astray.
You are from the land of Bahelm.
Yes, that we are.
Interesting. And your friend, who? Maybe I have met this person.
Yes.
Yes, my lord. He's one of my people, part of my sect. His name is Stromagov, Antonius Stromagov.
He recognizes the name. There's a small glimmer of pleasure in the recognition, but then that is completely soured, and his demeanor changes to one that is more grave. And he looks at you in the eyes when he says this. He's just like, I believe your friend Antonius may have traveled with poor company. And he glances back to where the vampire was.
Well, with your lordship's help, I'm gratified to hear that you're familiar with our companion, and if I could prevail on you to perhaps inform us of his whereabouts or the challenges we may face in retrieving him, we'd be very grateful indeed.
Yes. He looks at Radan for a second and is calculating. 3. Antonius was 1. There was a group of 3. That wretched soul was... Well, he used the name Bleak, though I don't believe that was actually his name, but he decided that he would not trust anyone with his actual name. Is a bit of a reoccurring thing that happened with him. Then there was Zara, and then there was Antonius.
The creature you just killed, it's named Bleak.
Well, he refused to give out his actual name, and any time we tried to inquire, or someone else did, whether it was in Barovia, Wallachia, or anywhere else, he was adamant that he needed to operate with a fake name in these lands.
And the other one was Zara?
Yes. She is currently staying in Castle Ravenloft and has sought refuge there. And I've promised to keep her safe, but I might be able to convince her to potentially talk or find out more that what happened. So I will offer you this. Not this evening, but tomorrow night. You will be my guests. You will come to the castle, and we will share a meal, and I will introduce you to Zara, and you can ask her firsthand what has happened.
Oh, jolly good. Jolly. And he like, nudges you.
Yes,
Tristayne.
thank you. Thank you greatly,
Really
my
is
lord. It is Lord.
terribly kind.
Is it Lord?
Yes.
Tristayne is
Good,
my
my
lord.
lord.
My lord.
My lord, thank you. It's a great help you're giving us here.
One of your origin and upbringing could be forgiven for saying "my lord."
Indeed, my lord. He's a work in progress, as you can see.
My upbringing, my lord?
He gives you a little bit of a smirk.
The name Strahd, or the family name von Zarovich,
Yeah.
or the castle of Ravenloft, or any of that, in any histories I've ever read or had to recite or anything, would I know anything about that?
Roll history.
That is a 21.
Cool. So,
Nice.
in
Got
a
good history, man.
faraway kingdom, there was a noble family who were in power, were driven out of that region, and then went on a conquesting venture to try and find new homeland. And apparently Castle Ravenloft was advertised as one of these new ancestral homes, but then it faded from history. It wasn't their place of origin.
Okay. Could I... Nope, that's probably all I've got, I think, reasonably, without applying anything else to it. Okay, cool.
As I said, my lord, very much a work in progress, but I feel like we're getting somewhere. And of course, dinner with someone as esteemed as yourself can only contribute to the optimization of such a diamond in the rough.
Before we part ways, and Raydan, if you wish, you can take the carriage and he can take you to, I believe, Bleak had taken up a dwelling in the town of Barovia. If you want, you can search the dwelling and see if there's any of his effects. Maybe there might be more insight that you can discern.
The town name was Barovia?
Barovia town.
Not just a kingdom, then?
Do you ask that as a question?
Yes, actually.
Town and valley. Not originally, but when my family came into ownership of it, sometimes rebranding is important.
Right, yes. Of course, my lord, I understand how optics can be important. A journey to his dwelling would be most useful.
And eventually you start making your way, and the fog and the trees start to change, and then they give sight to peaking up above the fog and the tree line in the distance, eclipsing the low full moon. You see this castle standing. It's like, Raydan, I might go for a run. I bid you welcome to these lands. You have turned what could have been the most sour evening into a hopeful new beginning. I didn't catch your name. Sorry.
Well, the pleasure is ours entirely, my lord. My name is Bodhi Gautama, and this is my companion, Tristayne.
A pleasure, an honor, my lord.
That's lots better, Tristayne. Well done.
Thank you.
May your travels be safe, and this is not a safe place to be at night.
As we're learning, but we'll proceed to Barovia town with your man here, and look forward to dining with you tomorrow.
Goodbye, my lord.
He's creepy.
Yeah.
What a
It's
creep,
creepy.
bro.
And you see Lord von Zarovich just walking down the road. And then he's just like, all right, who would like to sit in the carriage and who would like to ride up the front with me?
Oh, Tristayne would love personally myself to be in the back.
Bodhi
considering
pushes you
Bodhi-
out of the way and is clambering into the carriage.
Cool. When you come up, the doors of the carriage just... And there's no one inside.
Tris, this... Jump up. This is amazing. This is more like it. How lucky are we? Can you believe it?
Our carriage just to ourselves.
How's that arm?
Stinging, actually. I can't believe you didn't do much more to help me there. Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he had my arm for 2 goes, did he not?
Well, I got to say, you were quite insistent.
I'm sorry, did you have your mind taken over by a vampire?
Is that what happened?
The carriage on the word vampire and just starts off like almost like a car stalling, sort of like begrudgingly clugging along, and then it goes into a smooth roll.
Is that what happened? Your mind was taken over. Well, as well as your manners, maybe we're going to have to work on some mental fortitude for you, Tristayne.
Oh, potentially.
Maybe there's some exercises or something we can do. Meditation or... do you feel in control of your thoughts? Or are there noises in there?
You know, Bodhi, it's interesting. Usually traveling with someone, you learn to trust them and rely on them to help you out of sticky situations.
As did I. I thought I was trusting you. I thought that you knew. I thought you had something up your sleeve, but it turned out the only thing up your sleeve was nice, supple flesh for someone to bite into.
Look, just next time I'm in a compromised situation like that, try not to prioritize yourself. It's what a good friend would do, okay?
I tried to drag you back. Good gracious me. Well, anyway, how are you feeling? Still peaky? Do you want me to have another look at it?
No, I think for now I'll be okay. Thank you genuinely for getting me up.
Okay.
And just you're going to see something just passing by in the window. You see a whole bunch of these thorned anthropomorphic beings sort of waist deep in fog in a field just off the road, all staring as the carriage as you roll by. There is a total of 5 of them, and they all just watch, and then the carriage keeps continuing.
What were they?
It was a little odd, wasn't it?
Yeah, do you recognize them in any of your little...
Roll nature. Roll bush.
May I
Roll
as well?
bush.
Yeah. You may also do a bush roll.
I'm rolling much better than Chris tonight. That's a 21.
What's your bush modifier?
4 on nature.
Donut. I got 13. I'm an elf from a forest, but I don't really do nature. It's not my jam. Fuck.
Okay. So you got a 23 in total, is that right, Fergus?
21.
21. You know that they are a creature called needle blights.
Okay.
Horrid distortions of nature that is not a fun time to come across. Yeah,
Alrighty.
not the greatest sign.
Dangerous.
Yeah,
Oh,
cool. And the carriage is going to continue for another wee while, and then you are going to see just dangling in stocks. You see a corpse.
Tristayne,
yes.
I got a funny vibe about this place.
I don't like the air.
It's got
It's heavy.
It's a little unusual, isn't it? I mean, I thought once we met the Lord, it would all be okay. That's generally what happens. You go into a new place and you march up to the chap in charge and you bow the right depth and you say the right things and they invite you to dinner and all of those things have happened. Yet I still feel a bit uneasy.
I think, Bodhi, that Lord Von.
Zarovich, come on, you've got
Yes,
to
that's the
remember
one.
these things. That's the
Sorry,
important.
it's, I think
Bodhi's actually
he-
cowering next to you a little bit, but he doesn't realise that he's doing it. He's just like, sorry,
I
go on.
feel, Sorry, right? Yes. The vampires really drained me down. I feel that he knows more than he lets on.
They all do. Lords are in charge. That's why they're lords. They know things.
Yes, but I think he might have known more than he told us to help us. So why did he not tell us to help us?
Do you not think he was really helpful? Did you see the
Oh,
sword
yes,
thing?
Yes,
it was floating
the
around
sword was
him.
great. The sword was great, and you love him for it.
He's a lord.
Why does he know? He asked me about someone of my origin. How would he know where I'm from?
Oh, that is a good point. It's not like you're
I'm
famous or
I'm not
anything,
even
are you?
sure about exactly where I'm from. Are you?
Yes. Well, you or me. I know exactly where I'm from.
Of me.
No, I haven't got the foggiest. Why would I
And
know?
how many years? Because how many years have I spent with you compared to him?
I do see what you're getting at. I mean, lords are generally pretty well informed, though. Doesn't explain how odd this place is. Can the carriage driver hear all of this?
Roll perception.
Ah, that's the first one that I've got some hope of not being bad. 19.
Cool.
Good effort.
You hear a very quiet up the front. No.
Shit. Well, let's just get to this. What was the bloke's name? Bleak. Who's
no,
called
we
Bleak?
need to get to his house.
He implied that the man chose his name, and he chose Bleak. Who chooses Bleak?
Maybe a very sad person. He's dead now, thankfully.
Yes.
But maybe we can find some stuff in his home.
Let's at least get there. I'd rather be indoors, honestly. This place is.
I
giving
don't
me
want to be outdoors right now.
Yes.
And then you stop. And then the doors. And then before you see very tall buildings, the tops of them peeking out of the fog. There is just open road that then goes into streets, and a cluster of houses of the town in front of you. And you're still probably about 250 feet from the town. And then you have the man sort of like climb out from the front and come around. And he's like, all right. Off you go.
Oh, are you not taking us into the town, Radon?
Nah. Okay. You. Number 57.
Number 56. An address.
Yes. House number
Right.
57.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or yes. I look. The last time we took people into the town, townspeople tried to lynch them. So I don't want you to be assumed of being favourites, of old Lord Strahd.
Right. Of course, you guys must favoritism and all of that.
Sorry.
Lynch them?
Yes, that was what I found that a sticky point.
They're werewolves.
The people that you dropped off were werewolves, or
Sorry?
Werewolves.
The town were werewolves, or the people?
No, the people. I didn't know.
Harmless mistake. I understand.
It happens.
But
happens.
They're a bit sore on it. I imagine.
My lord can't know everything.
Yes.
I'm not invited back.
Would you?
I'm just working. Just doing my job.
Are you a werewolf?
No.
Okay. Well. Okay. And Bodhi will start handing all of the luggage to Tristayne.
Roll perception as well.
Just him, both of us.
Both of you.
9.
12.
Cool. No, actually. No.
Nah,
Nope.
nothing. You perceive nothing.
Perceive big old nothing.
Okay, well, here. I'll take one of the bags. You're right with it. Here you go, Here, carry this case as well.
Thank you.
And I'll take
sure.
How's the axolotl? Hello. Are you okay, fella? Are you hungry? Okay. Hungry. Oh, hungry. Okay. Have I got any rations or anything? I must. In one of the bags. What kind of bag was it? An explorer's pack. It's got to be something edible in there.
Yeah.
A ration. I will drop.
Days worth of rations.
I'll break off some. I'll break off like 2 hours of rations from the day, and chuck them in the cage.
Wicked.
Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome. Yes. Okay. Let's get off of this horrible street.
Cool.
Yes, please.
As you start heading into town, the road becomes really muddy underfoot. You start slushing and a little bit slippery and sliding with the weight of what you're carrying. Like really, really not a great surface to walk on. And as you start seeing the houses, there is the ones that have windows and have them on. There's metalworks in between the window panes, and the windows themselves are this like black mirrored glass, which makes the transparency of the few houses that have lights on really, really dimmed coming out. So there's not a lot of light spilling out into the streets, but more than there are houses with the lights on, there are houses that are boarded up and look unoccupied.
Maybe he named himself after this place. It's pretty bleak, isn't it?
Yeah. It looks like many people live in this town under the stewardship of my lord.
Are there any people around or numbers on houses or any like?
Yeah, so there's probably going to be about 130 houses all up in the town.
Right.
And some key landmarks. There are smoke plumes coming from, I would say, 40% of them, to indicate a way to look at which ones are either currently in use or occupied.
So there's maybe 60 odd houses with people in them here.
There is a main street with roads that go sort of and right angles off it. And you can either go down the main street or you can try and hook around the back. There is a little bit of a rise in between what you see and even amongst the low resting mist and fog of a church on a hill that sort of just crests over, directly sort of like if you were looking down the main street, that would sit elevated and up to about like 9:30 in your direction or your sense. And there seems to be some larger houses in the center of town, and then there is another solitary house over on a different hill on the opposite side of town in complementary positioning to the church that you see.
Okay.
Cool.
Any house numbers?
At this end, you are around number 30.
30.
Did you say the streets? There's a main street and then immediately off are just... That's a weird way to have roads set up.
That you can see so far.
Yeah.
Number 30, Tristayne. I think it was 57, wasn't it?
Yes, that's where Bleak's house was.
Are the numbers ascending as we progress along now?
So, in the area around you, you have 30, 30.1, 30.2, 30.3.
Right. I wonder.
And then eventually you get into another cluster that's 20.
Yeah,
And this one goes 21. 21.1. 27.
Can we make head or tail?
May I? Can I make an investigation roll to see if I can identify a pattern? Because Tristayne is smarter than Fergus here in this situation.
Cool. Roll insight.
Insight.
Can we both
Yes.
roll insight?
Yeah.
No pattern. Just
Or
right.
investigation. You can choose between the two of them.
I love investigation.
That's a natural one. I live in a forest.
That's a 17 on investigation.
All of the numbers seem fresh.
Right.
Like freshly...
Like everything else is so old and dreary and withered, and these are pristine. Like the numbers oddly stand out, and then there is this man carrying a cart and he's leading a donkey. Well, sorry, he's not carrying a cart. He's with a donkey and a cart, and he's leading the donkey. And he's got some sort of like barrels on the back, and he's just like, You like our number system?
I'm puzzled by it, to be honest. It looks wonderful. I'm sure there's a lot of sense to it.
To be fair, I actually haven't worked it out, but this town, we've been frequently visited by university folk, and they gave us a really good deal on those.
On the numbers.
Oh, they knew.
Yeah. They
Oh.
said that they were gonna install it. They were gonna give them to them for free, and we just had to pay the installing fees.
Great deal.
Right.
They look
Yeah.
terrific.
Yeah,
They do.
Well,
it's pretty good.
We're
Eh?
looking for sorry, your name, sir?
My name,
Yes.
Gregory.
Grigori. Well, Grigori, it's a pleasure to meet you. We're looking for a number 57.
A far side of town.
Right. Cool. Thank you so much.
Is Gregory went far side of town on the church side or the house on the
No,
hillside?
opposite. All the 50s are over on the eastern side of town. Yeah.
House on the hillside. Lovely. Okay.
No, you're gonna be in the 10s if you go up the hill.
Don't go up the hill
Right.
before the hill.
Yeah. It's logical.
It certainly seems it.
Yeah. It is. This university did you well, Grigori.
Yeah, look, they fancy folk coming through here. So,
What university, by chance?
oh, what was that? It was to be fair, they were talking a lot, and I didn't listen too much.
Universities folk tend to.
Yeah. Three of them. They use universities.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Right. Did you catch their names? We ask because we're looking for a friend of ours who was traveling in a group of 3, and we wonder if they maybe passed by.
Roll perception.
Ooh. Dude, Chris, I must have taken all your good luck. Dirty 20.
Cool.
I'm neither rolling or talking anymore. I'll just watch you play D&D.
You realize he's trying to distance himself. Like, he's still trying to move in this conversation. It's the fact that you guys are stationary, and he wants to talk, but he wants to talk in a different direction. And there is a sack in the middle of the street down there that you see this old woman walking up to, where he's come from.
Okay, a sack.
And then you see the sack wriggle.
Did you drop something, Grigori?
No, you were mistaken. Fog's getting to your brain.
I must be mistaken.
Yeah.
I've got to go, guys.
So do
look,
we.
it's been a
So-
pleasure.
yeah.
See you later.
So
Bye.
we're terribly busy.
See you,
Cheerio.
Grigori. Thank you so much.
And then you see him open this little crate box, and he takes out this pastry. Oh, yeah. And then he starts walking down the street. And you see this little woman go and sort of lift the sack onto her bag and start
Excuse
frightening.
me. Excuse me.
You're excused.
Do we we're
And then you just hear,
Sorry,
help
this
me,
is-
help me,
sorry. Is everything okay
I'm
With-
fine.
with the sack?
Sack's fine.
There
No,
seem-
I'm not.
There seems to be some distress going on in that sack.
My sacks don't usually talk.
Yes.
I think
Last
you're
sack shapes.
endowing the sack with emotions. This is just a sack.
It's
I've
never
never
seen
seen a
talking.
sack distressed.
Are you just a sack? Sack?
He sold me to a witch.
Ooh.
Oh, good grief. I'm terribly sorry, but I really.
She
must-
is not good at not reacting to that.
I really must ask you to
ooh.
to open that sack.
She just drops it, and you hear. Oh. Anyway, have you seen a chap with a donkey?
Yes, he went that way.
Yeah, back there. Grigori, lovely guy.
Really lovely. Yeah.
I think he dropped a sack. I was trying to return it to him.
He
Right,
absolutely
of course,
must have
easy
done.
mistake to
Yes,
make.
yeah.
We know where he's going, so why don't we can take it off your hands and we'll go.
Yeah. How about you go and let him know that we're on our way with it?
All right, I'll go. Bye.
Cheerio.
Goodbye.
And she sort of lifts up her sort of skirt just halfway above her shins to then start sort of getting into a bit of a jog, sort of running in a different direction. She starts she's going towards where the dude was, and then just legs it down an alleyway.
Great.
Tris,
And then you just see wriggling.
Tris, we need to get out of here. Can you?
I don't like this town at all. What? There's a man in a sack?
It's not always terrible.
Let him out.
You hear a small boy's voice.
Oh God, there's a child in I rush over. I mage hand actually. I'm gonna use.
Yep.
I invisibly open the sack and pull a drawstring to.
Cool. It opens and you see this young boy about 14 who's been hog-tied, and he's managed to get a gag out his mouth down around his neck, and he's sitting there sort of wriggling, being like, town's not that bad.
We'll take your word for it, lad. Why are you in a sack? What?
I feel like it's quite obvious.
Enlighten me.
Yeah, I'm a bit
Indulge.
on the dim side. Maybe explain
I'm
it.
new to town.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, my parents have sold me for a dream pastry or whatever.
A dream pastry?
I make it over at the mill.
And
Do you
is
know,
it good?
honestly, I reckon she would have been disappointed because I'm like 14, so I'm not even like a child anymore. So she would have opened it and been like, "You're way too old."
To do what?
14?
Too old to do what?
Just be taken by the witches.
Sorry, excuse me. Your name was
Valakai.
well, Valakai. You're saying a lot of these things as if it's regular for children to be given to witches by men painting completely nonsensical number systems given to them by a university.
The three foreigners that convinced everyone from the university.
Yeah,
Yes.
foreign. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes, 3 foreigners. Did you catch?
Do you even know what a university?
Yes, yes, I know what a university is, Valakai.
Oh, I don't.
Getting. Okay, all right. Let's take.
Apparently
a step back.
convinced everyone it was a super fancy place that intelligent people would go to, but
I mean,
I've never
usually,
been.
You're not far
It
off.
is. It's pretty close. Usually sometimes they're not intelligent, but they end up there because
Sounded like a pyramid scheme to me. Lots of money to get a piece of paper to say, "Look how smart I am," which kind of proves how not smart you are because you spent all that money on a really
And
big
you're very
piece
smart,
of
are you,
paper.
Valakai? Sorry, okay.
Let's get these ropes off of you, Valakai.
Whoa,
Maybe
whoa,
you.
whoa, whoa.
Sorry. You want to stay tied up?
Has he been bitten?
Yes.
Yes.
Does it usually happen around here?
You just
Apparently,
usually...
the witches and werewolves.
Oh, God.
What's next? Are the vampires actually vampires?
Actually, vampires.
Like vampires.
I'd go to the church if I was you, dude. Anyway, yeah, sorry. If you can untie me, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go talk to Irina. She'll know what to do.
Irina. Okay. I'll happily cut these off of you. Can you please tell us where 57 is, and also that church, the one up on the hill? Is that?
Yeah.
Shing.
Yeah. 57 is like you just go like 2 blocks that way and then hang a left.
Okay. Thank you, Valakai.
Thanks.
And
Thanks, Valakai.
and this. Sorry, Irina was at the church. Is that?
No. Father, I think Donovan's up at the church. Irina will be down at the burgomaster's house. But her brother Ismark will be over at the tavern.
And this Irina person is
Probably the only person who actually like cares about people left in the town. So
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Have you? Are you from this town? Have you grown up here, Valakai?
Yeah.
And you say it's not so bad. That's your general rating.
Oh well, my parents told me that when I was born I cried, so I have a soul. So I'm quite positive about things.
Have a soul. Well, you certainly seem spirited.
And that's a rare. Is that a rare thing around here?
Oh, just sometimes babies are born, they don't cry, don't have a soul.
Huh.
Okay. Right. So, Tristayne, maybe we take the lad's advice and at least get you to church.
Yeah.
Valakai, it's been a real pleasure. I'm pleased that you are no longer in a sack.
You know what? Me too.
Okay.
It didn't suit you. I've been tied up before. It's not
Have you?
nicest.
Later.
Is that how you got bitten? Did you want to get bitten?
At the time,
was
yes,
funny,
but
yes. It
retrospectively,
seemed to
no.
want to.
Did you cry when
I
you were
don't-
born?
I don't really know. No one's ever told me.
Sorry, come again?
Does he have a son?
This chap. I
Yeah,
believe
definitely.
so. Yes,
Most
he definitely
most
does.
people do where I come from. It's just a regular thing over there.
You guys have enough to go around. Well, that's cool.
Valakai, really.
Thanks. I've got to get to church
Really
because
lovely.
apparently I've been bitten by a vampire.
Yes, and
Thank you.
stay in school. Cheerio.
He just stands there. He's
Right,
not
he's
walking.
still tied up. Right, yep. Sorry, and I mage hand. I'll I'll. In fact, yeah, I'm not going close to him. I use my mage hand to untie his stuff.
Cool. And then he just
Goodbye.
starts walking down the street.
Oh, Valakai, the burgomaster's house. Whereabouts?
Big one just down here. If you want, I'm gonna walk right there now, and you can just like watch me.
The
I go into
burgomaster's
the
house,
house.
like the food.
Burgomaster. What do you call people in charge of towns?
Like the mayor.
Burgomaster.
Like the mayor.
A mayor.
What's a
Or
mayor?
Like a burgomaster.
Such a weird word.
Yes.
A mayor.
Burgomaster with a
Like a horse.
dressed better.
burgomaster. BERGER.
BRGR.
Ooh.
What's
You know
a
what? Don't stress.
BRGR?
We'll figure it out.
Burger.
Look, thanks, Valakai.
That's okay. Did you guys hurt your head? Like, you know, I got.
Off you
Foreigners are
trot,
weird,
lad. We're watching. We'll see where you go.
Yeah. He walks
Did
away
he say that Irene would be by the burgomaster's house?
Yes.
in the burgomaster's house.
Yes.
In the burgomaster's house. Okay. Can we go to church?
Yeah.
You know what? That might be the only time you ever hear me say those words.
It feels
Actually.
like a good first stop. This
Mm,
place,
you-
this place is awful.
well, they've got no souls apparently, so I don't know what a church will do for them.
From
but-
all of the directions we've been given, do we feel like number 57 would be on the way to the church, or would we have to divert? We can't go past it.
Opposite way. One is towards 9 o'clock. One's towards 12 o'clock.
Oh. Let's go to this.
Look, I'm
church.
going to the church.
Yes. No.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Okay. As you are approaching the slight rise that leads up towards the church, what becomes more and more apparent as you get closer, there is a bell tower standing proudly, completely dwarfed by the imposing sight of Castle Ravenloft still in the distance. But then the weathering and the scrapes, scratches, and scars of what looks like to be bestial and brutal assaults that have taken place, weathered on the stone and the fence around, and the actual church itself, like this place has been under countless nights of assault. There is holes in the shingle roof, and parts of the rafters seem exposed. As you come up to the doors of the church, those heavy wooden doors, all paint has been completely scoured and scratched off, and they are just covered in claw marks. The only change to clawed wood is that patches of charred black marks as though it's been scarred by fire.
Tristayne, can we please make this
Yes.
quick?
I'm sorry, is being bitten by a vampire inconveniencing you?
I'm here with you, and I'm eager for you to be fit and healthy. All I'm saying is that
Let's get this done fast.
it's not without some
I don't wanna-
apprehension that.
I don't want to be here in fact, I probably want to be here less than you do right now.
Well, we agree on that. Let's.
Let's go.
Father
You
Donovan.
open the door.
Father Donovan.
I
Is
knock
the name.
on the No, I walk in with a sense of I've been here 100 times, and so I know my way around.
Cool. You open, and then there is a hallway directly in front of you, about 10 foot wide, 20 foot long, leading through into a brightly lit chapel. The hallway between the two is unlit, and there is this overwhelming smell of dampened mildew. There is 4 doors across that hallway, 2 on each side, in that darkness that separates you from the lit chapel. And there is debris all over the chapel floor. And you hear a soft voice reciting prayers within. And then suddenly the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises from beneath the wooden floor. And that's where we're going to stop.
Oh, God. This place sucks.
Dude.
I feel so ill-equipped. Like, regardless
you know
of...
what?
regardless of rolling terribly, like, I'm not equipped for this.
I have no clue how to even begin, like...
It's all riddles as well.
Processing, like, I don't know how Tristayne processes this information at all. You can't.
Christ. I feel
Nah, man, you don't have time to process while the shells are still raining down.
No.
Oh,
My notes, by the way, for this place is just, to be honest, absolutely, insane. There's no sense to it. It's just...
What I'm really enjoying is that Bodhi's just trying to pompous his way through the whole thing. It's like, don't worry about any of this. Who's in charge?
Rundown town, numbers new, painted by Grigori, gave a 14-year-old to a witch.
Dream pie. I didn't write down dream pie.
Dream pastries.
Dream
That's
pastry.
Right. They're dream pastries.
Dream pastries.
Which I'm assuming is what the guy who dropped off poor Valakai was over. You are loving this as well, aren't you? Look at you.
It's honestly so enjoyable because...
For those of you who are watching, Jacob has played or run Strahd before? One of the two? Both?
I have played in it once myself, and this will be my 3rd time running the campaign.
So he's familiar and cozy with this. Chris and I, on the other hand, have no clue what's going on.
Have no idea. And also, it means that you've had opportunities to know where to layer on the weirdness as well. Mm-hmm. We're like wading through it.
Honestly, though, I can tell you that this is the first time I've ever done this introduction into it.
It's great. Yeah, it was a good...
It was wonderful.
Good way to get us there.
Yeah, you know what? It's been fun. And fucked. Excuse my French, but it's it is the wonderful, oppressive writing that is this campaign setting.
I love it, but
it's
holy
so good.
crap, it's so creepy and weird, and I look forward to more.
And the little bits. The little bits of stuff that are just given to us about, like even Strahd's character, who I know nothing about.
I know nothing about Strahd.
I know nothing about him except he knows more than he knows.
I almost feel safer in this environment playing a buffoon. I think I'm retreating and taking comfort in the fact that Bodhi's an idiot.
Really scary trying to play this as someone who at least learns and knows details about, or wants to know details, I should say.
If you were really onto it, this would be way more intimidating. Whereas
I'm terrified.
Yeah.
There are number systems that don't make sense. There are creatures that are very dangerous, shambling around in fields. And vampires, not just like story vampires, and a kingdom, town that doesn't exist or shouldn't exist, and a royal conquering family, and I have no idea how these pieces fit together at all.
Grim.
And That's why this is just the start.
Just a delight, isn't it? Just a delight.
I've already got like 5 pages worth of not notes, but even like space for note taking about this place, and we've played for 2 hours.
Well,
an hour and a half.
I'll tell you what also is a delight are the people who've been in the chat for us for the whole of this.
Oh, yes.
Experiencing every grim, bleak turn of this. So
thank you so much to everyone.
Official NPC.
Who joined and came to watch.
Sir Ayers, many words. Thank you very much. Is that how Valakai is spelled? V-A-L-L. I like that spelling.
Yeah,
I didn't spell it
I like that more.
But
I've
like
got
that
it with
more than how I had it.
I may change that now.
Rickson Slade. Ugh, man. Cool name. Ugh. Ugh, man. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching us. We're thoroughly enjoying it, and we stream fortnightly, and so I know it's a bit of a break between hurrahs, but on the
it's as much a wait for us as it is for them.
Yeah, and also on the alternate Thursday we play our silly fart joke D&D home game, no streaming, and so that balance is really nice. Even nicer now, given how bloody horrible this place is. So we'll get to go back to have a little tonic of silliness, and then we'll be back 2 weeks Thursday. I don't even know what the date is for that. Hang on.
2 weeks from now will be the 23rd of April.
23rd. So
6:30, 23rd of April. Be there. Don't be square.
Yeah, and also scroll down or click links. Our Discord is in there. We post all of the stuff in our Discord. I'll be editing this together and pulling out the funny bits or the most disturbing bits, so that will be in there as well. But we really, really, really appreciate you sticking around and watching, and we're very, very excited to play more.
100%. Thank you, everyone. And thank you guys as well. This is everything that I wanted to be. So thank you both for being your wonderful selves.
Good. Thank you. And there's Stormy. There's the guy.
Hey, Stormy.
Thanks you so much. Around. You guys all rock. Let me give you our fancy thanks for watching stream, but we'll wave first. Wave, boys. Wave. Bye.
See you later, everybody.
See you later.